Christians that way before. I couldn't help but when I was reading that he was so rejoicing in the Lord that he dropped his robe and began to lose his dignity before the people. I am sure at that moment that they thought that King David had flipped his lid. But in reality, he wasn't the one that was insane. He was so crazy for the presence of God that he was not concerned about what others were thinking of and making a lot of money. No one called him crazy. But when he left that and began preaching the good news of Jesus Christ to everyone who would listen and some who wouldn't, they called him crazy Moody. There's something that happens. And I believe that what God is looking for in this generation is a group of people who are willing to stand up and be identified amongst the insane. I believe that God is looking for a group of people who are not concerned about what others are thinking to present the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ, because their lives have been so transformed by the light. And if God has done it for Paul, then God has done it for me, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to leave my job. I'm willing to walk away from my home. I'm willing to give up my own land. I'm willing to get to a place that I'll lay everything down for the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. My prayer here lately has been, God, I want to expend every single thing that I have within me formed. 24 years ago, there was a man, people didn't call him crazy for doing that, but he began to pastor a church. And when he pastored the church and the church began to grow, he walked away from that job. And when he did, people said that he was crazy. Y'all clapping, and it's not fair to the rest. The next. People said he was crazy, but look at where we are right now. God's allowing you to sit in a beautiful building that is completely paid off. There's no debt that we owe. And look at what's happening on a Wednesday. Lose because you're stopping to do some of the things that you used to do, and you're no longer walking in the places that you used to walk. Go ahead and lose those friends, because he is, when he comes into your life, there's something that happens. Well, what you think I'm doing? But look at Paul's response. But Paul replied, man, I'm not, is the sober truth. And King Agrippa knows all about these things. I speak boldly, for I am sure that these events are all familiar to him, for they were not done in a corner. See, that's the claim of Christianity right there. This isn't some clandestine meeting that's held somewhere in a private locked room. It's hard to be clandestine. It's hard to be pushed in a corner when on your birthday there's 3,000 people who come to the saving knowledge of the Lordship of Jesus Christ. It's hard to hide what happened on the day of Pentecost, because